Hi, I'm Chris Haigh and this is the Fiddle channel, and today we're going to play Fool-Hearted Memory. Fool-Hearted Memories by George Strait, and in 1982 this was his first #1 hit. The fiddle part on here I think was from Buddy Spicher, and you may well know Amarillo by Morning, which I think was on the same album and was by Buddy Spicher, so it's probably the same fiddle player. It's got a very strong fiddle intro and some fiddle parts during the melody as well. I'm going to give you the intro, the vocal melody of the verse and chorus. I'm going to show you a backing part which includes the guitar lines and some of the fiddle lines, and then a fiddle version of the melody which is kind of a solo. So let's start off with the intro, and it's got this strong kick-off. And I would say do these separate bows and do 2 downs like that, and lift off before your first note of the verse. So that's the start. 1, 2, 3. So we've got a little grace note. Two fingers flicking on the second and first finger on the E string. When it comes back to this, I don't think you have to give it the same attack, so I'd probably slur them the second time. So that's what the fiddle's doing. We're going to dress that up a bit later on because it sounds a bit plain just as it is. But then we're into the verse, and so this is roughly what the voice is singing. 2, 3, 4, 1. And repeats. Then we've got a kind of a sort of a bridge. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. And then it's into the chorus. Okay, so that, it doesn't sound great on the fiddle played just like that, and the main purpose of teaching you this is so that you get to know the actual melody of the song. And I always think it's very useful to know what the singer is doing, so that you know either to follow parts of it, to harmonize parts of it, or to stay out of parts of it and know where the gaps are. And in fact there's not many gaps in here, but I'd say that's the first thing to learn. So let's play the intro, verse and chorus as we've just done it, but this time with the backing. And the repeat. Okay, we're going to come back to that melody and dress it up, add some double stops and some filling phrases in there. But before we do that, let's listen to the what the guitar does and what the strings do during the verse and chorus. So this is the guitar part. We'll just do the intro first. So here's the guitar. I think this is a string line. And the guitar. Here's the high strings. So, whether you do that guitar part will obviously depend partly on who you're playing with. So if you're playing with just one other guitarist who's going to be strumming on the chords, then those lines are going to be good, those guitar lines. Those high string parts are going to sound good, no matter who you're playing with probably. If you're playing with a full band that has a lead guitarist, he or she is certainly going to want to do those guitar lines, so you want to stay out of the way in that case. Because I think there's at least 2 verses and 2 choruses, you might want to do something different. So this is where you want to actually learn the chord sequence. And this is not the most straightforward of chord sequences, and it's not the easiest of keys, but assuming that you jump forward 6 months and you know how to do 2-note chord shapes for all of these chords, then you can then either do chops, or you can do shuffles, or some kind of a more rhythmic shuffle. I'm just going to go through and I will improvise some backing over this. So that was a bit hit and miss. I definitely missed a few bits, but yeah, so there's lots of variety in what you could do if you wanted to improvise your backing, but you do definitely need to know the chord sequence before you can do that. Okay, let's finish off with the melody, but this time made more fiddly and more country. So, intro, that's going to stay the same. Okay, your B flat, that's the melody note, but we're going to put a B flat under it. I did try doing a G with an A under it, which is what the chord is doing. It's going from a B flat to a B flat major 7. but it really doesn't sound right doing doing that. So we've got G over a D. Now 2 over 4, 1 over 3, 2 over 4 in third position, 1 over 3 in third position, 2 over 4 in first position. So that's quite a hard harmony. An easy one would be, that's what I call the scale of sixth harmony, which is what I would probably use. But I think on the original we've got this. So it depends how good your fingers are at handling those. But you could just do cheat and not do any harmony. Okay, verse. Now we can start with this bit, 2 over 1, C over E flat. So we are emphasizing the chords, going up a scale, and then a run down, 3 over 2, 2 over 1. So this is running down the blues scale, and then you can repeat the whole thing. Then C minor, second finger, C over E flat, blue note, same again, chorus, 3 over 2, 2 over 1, and then a run down and up on the C minor. Up to third position. So that's fourth finger, second, and then we're flattening that note, so that's a blue note. Down to first position. So this run, which is going up from a B flat, starts half a beat after the bar line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So the E flat major chord has gone to E flat minor. So we're having that D flat is the flattened seventh of that. That could be in first position if you wanted. And then it's back to the intro. So let's do all of that and with the backing. So that's just my suggestion for a dressed up melody or a solo. And you could do more fancy stuff, or you could stay closer to the melody if you wanted. Okay, so hope you found this useful. All 3 sheets here are available as a free PDF. If you subscribe to the channel, send me an email, and my email address is on the video description, and I will send you that PDF. And all of my PDFs, including lots of country songs which are on the Fiddle channel, are available on my Patreon page. And it's the Patreon that keeps these videos coming. Thank you for watching. See you again soon.